Welcome to another edition of the Willy Bragg Show. I'm your host, Willy Bragg. And before we get started, let me just say, hit that like button, because when you hit the like button, it helps with algorithms. Be sure to comment when you do, because the dialogue is very important. And hit the subscribe button and the notification bell on YouTube. Also, be sure to follow me on Twitch. Follow me on Twitter, where I live most of the time these days, in spite of the fuckery of Elon Musk. And follow me on Facebook. And so, anyway, I just wanted to go and do a stream real quick. I talked about this last night on KRTD Media. However, when I did, when I talked about it, I had audio problems. So when I actually play the video, I hope there is a sound. If there's not a sound, I will make sure there will be a sound until I get that problem fixed. So let me start by telling you what's going on. Dylan Mulvaney, who is an influencer, who I didn't hardly knew who she was until about almost 2 weeks ago. And basically, she's a transgender woman who just celebrated 365 days of her womanhood. And Budweiser decided to have her as a spokesperson. And all she did was advertise for Budweiser. It was very innocent, campy, but very innocent otherwise. There was no controversy to the commercial. But what happened? A plethora of right-wing assholes decided that they were offended. You know, the people who claim that the left are all enamored in their feelings, and that they are just like enamored by their feelings, and they are just snowflakes, and they get offended and you know and all that. Well, that's exactly what these people did, starting with morons like Kid Rock. He decided to go and shoot up a case of a Bud Light, and you know you're hearing all these other nutcases on the right just acting like this is the worst thing that's ever happened. I'm sorry, this is not the worst thing that's ever. It's not even bad that it happened, but that's what they're acting like. It's like the end of the world or something. They don't care about climate change. They don't care about, outsourcing of our jobs overseas. They want to go and boycott Bud Light, Anheuser-Busch. They want to boycott Nike because Colin Kaepernick kneeled about a decade ago to the American flag. He kneeled during the American anthem, national anthem. But do they care about how workers are treated in other countries? Because remember, Nike shoes are made in other countries. No, they don't care about that. In fact, they're probably all for the mistreatment of workers in other countries as well as here, because that's just kind of bastards these assholes are. Well, they're having to hear self-loathing transgender women like Kid Rock and Ben Shapiro, another transgender woman like Matt Walsh, and another transgender woman like Mike Knowles complain about how bad transgender people are. Now, those people individually are terrible people, but they're not terrible for being transgender. They're just terrible for being right-wing. At least when Blair White, at least she looks presentable. What's Ben Shapiro's excuse? What's Matt Walsh's excuse? What's Mike Knowles' excuse? What's Kid Rock's excuse? And what's his name? Seth Weathers' excuse? Seth Weathers decided to go and make a commercial. And so this transgender woman named Seth Weathers got super offended. And so she's pretending to be a man. And here she is doing what she's doing. So here we go, folks. Here we go. And try not to be, just bear with this stupid commercial. All right, let's do it.
America's been drinking beer from a company that doesn't even know which restroom to use. That's why I created Conservative Dad's ultra-right, 100% woke-free beer. As conservatives, we're constantly getting hit in the face, left and right, by the woke mind virus. But the last place we want it is in our beer. If you know which bathroom to use, you know what beer you should be drinking. Stop giving money to woke corporations that hate our values. And to the rest of you woke corporations, stay the away from our kids. Buy yours online in 42 states at ultrarightbeer.com. Tastes like freedom.
No, I'm sure it tastes like piss, just like Bud Light would taste like piss. But you see, folks, this is the kind of thing that triggers these folks, and so if that's what motivates them and everything, it tells you how sad these people are. To act like that Dylan Mulvaney is such a terrible person. I know I'm talking a lot about Dylan Mulvaney, but I mean, you're going to be offended by somebody being campy? That is just absolutely asinine. Again, we are in the cusp of World War III. Do they care about that? No, they care about bathrooms. They care about, a commercial with a spokesperson. That's what they care about. And my question to Seth Weathers, you crying little bitch. Seth Weathers, you little snowflake. Seth Weathers, you motherfucker. Fuck you, Seth Weathers. You say stay the fuck away from kids. In that commercial, tell me, where were the kids? Nowhere. You're trying to go and associate people who are LGBTQ and associate them all as groomers. Even your Lord and Savior, Donald Trump, called Ron DeSantis a groomer in your native state of Georgia when he was a teacher. There's pictures of him hanging out with those underage girls with the beer in his hand. I guess it's okay when somebody on the right's doing something. The man who declared war on Disney but got married at Disney, the Karen who's a QAnon bitch from Northwest Georgia, Marjorie Taylor Greene, that cow that makes Ann Coulter looks like AOC on a positive day. That Karen who talks about Disney while she goes and invests in stocks from Disney. This is what you're concerned about? Somebody selling beer? Well, Seth, I will never buy ultra-right beer because I'm not a sucker. I'm not going to sit there and pay God knows how much for an overpriced can of pee that you want to drink. Because that's what most domestic beers taste like. But I'll tell you what, I'll buy, next time I buy some beer, I won't drink it because I don't drink Budweiser. But the next time I'll buy some beer, I'll buy a can of Budweiser. And if I see one with Dylan Mulvaney, I'll buy it with Dylan Mulvaney. I'll buy some with some rainbow colors on it. And I will display it here on video. And even though I won't drink it because I don't drink domestic beer, I will be sure to let everybody in the world know that I'm buying it just to be spiteful against you people that make me sick on the right. So I just want to go and say that. Now, as for Kid Rock, let me just show you this pic. Apparently, this is from 2003. So while he's going to be a snowflake about drag queens and transgender people and all that, you know what that picture is? Motherfucker is drinking Bud Light in the year 2003, wearing a Coors cap, but he's drinking Bud Light, and he's hanging out with a drag queen. You know, I mean, would you like to look into Kid Rock's web browser or Seth Weathers' web browser? Just saying. I'm not making any allegations. I'm just kind of saying, when people throw around these allegations, do you really want to look into their web browser? Those that throw stones at glass houses. You know what they say about that. And I just want y'all to think about it. And because that's these people, you know, the ones who make the accusations, not only it turn out that when they make these accusations, the people they point at, it turns out not to be true with the majority of the people they point at, but they end up being guilty of it themselves. And when they're guilty of it themselves, not only are they guilty of it themselves, they're guilty of the really dark side of what they accuse the others of being. So a lot of them ends up practicing that crap themselves. So, you know, just kind of think about that and let that fester in your mind a little bit. So anyway, over here on the chat line, Snipe Hunter, who's been very helpful with the sound, trying to get a sound out of trying to fix the glitch on my software. I thank him for doing that. Hello, how are you doing? Let's see. It's probably Iron City. Okay. Let's see here. He just started marketing the beer about a week after the boycott began. Very suspicious. It always is, isn't it? Let's see. Regular Bud is way better than Bud Light. For light beers, I go with Amstel. Yeah, I like a full body beer myself, you know. But I have to watch my calories. That's just how it goes. So anyway, I just wanted to go and touch on that subject. If you all like what you heard, please press like and comment. We'll have a conversation. Feel free to share the content on this channel. As a First Amendment absolutist, it's my duty to inform you to create your own platform and utilize it, because we are, in fact, the muckrakers of our time. And remember to hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell on YouTube. Follow me on Twitch. Follow me on Twitter, Facebook. And if you catch me on Rumble, if you stumble across my Rumble page, you can see on the description box. Please follow me on Rumble as well, because it takes 100 followers on Rumble to start to live stream as easily as it is on YouTube and Twitch. So please, if you can, please help me in that regard. And until next time, I'm Willy Bragg from the Willy Bragg Show. Reject corporate media, and we will talk soon. Take care. Bye-bye.